Heard you a snitch, nigga be quiet cause you could get bitched. I keep a chopper, it's loaded. Hop with the rolls, got my name on the curtain. Fucking your thought and I do that for certain. And I stay clean like detergent. Popping on Xannies and popping on Perk. Burn up on me, you get cut like a turkey. I just want this bitch inside of Billy. I'm open no roof, got stars up on the roof. So my freedom.
Hello everybody. This is a double upload today. Or is it a triple? I forgot. No problem. I don't know. Expect high, but go for low. But yeah. If you're seeing that, the hiatus is over. Dr. Octopus has come back. And so let's hit this shit off right, shall we? This is What If Izuku Midoriya was Doc Ock. Let's hit it. So, after walking away smiling from a little miss as somebody having just the fucking smuggest look on his face because the headache's worth it. The headache is so worth it. Oh god. He enters the class, which today is the USJ, so he's going to support course first. Then gonna have to leave early to go to the actual USJ. He had an idea for a couple new upgrades that he started last night. Did surprisingly good at like mapping them out, even though he was piss drunk. And he's like, okay, let's upgrade the suit. And he sits down on the dock arms and begins to go to work. Izuku, after an hour in, finishes the first upgrade. He has upgraded the lasers to be more efficient and to be honest, a bit more destructive. As well as placing a tracker inside of an injector for the something that he calls Mount Vesuvius shots, which are the like laxatives on crack that he shoots at people. So yeah, he basically, well, okay, but yeah. Fuck. Anyway, back to it. He basically places trackers in the Mount Vesuvius rounds, which, yes, he's calling the trackers a fucking volcano. Like, he's not the trackers, the shit shots. Mount Vesuvius rounds. Why? Well, it's a fucking volcano down there. But anyway, hey, Izuku was kind of like, he didn't know that anything was gonna happen. But like, he always has like a small dart gun with him. Just in case he can't bring his Doc Ock arms places, he has like a dart gun and like 46 shots of Vesuvius rounds. Because, oh god, it's real weird. So, yeah. So, when, like, it's 3 hours into the day, he finishes the helmet with the help of May, who is also fucked up. Anyway, yeah, like, more importantly, he is just happy. He doesn't know why. Seeing a pair of titties could do that to a man. And especially when... And they are Midnight's. Midnight was the stripper, people. Yeah. Yeah, she goes under a different alias, but she's a stripper. But, yeah. Izuku knows, like, a good club to go to now when he's, like, actually of age. But, back to it. He's just happy that, he got everything set. He got a new helmet, which helps him see heat signatures through walls, which is pretty good. Also has a built-in heartbeat sensor. Excuse me. Whew. I just had chicken and mashed potatoes. Shake and bake. Anyway. But, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Basically, he gets all this stuff on. He says bye to Power Loader and everyone. I can't believe I forgot his fucking name was Power Loader. I feel stupid. I'm talking about the man with the construction fetish. You know what I mean. And if you watched the latest episode, and if you didn't, fuck's wrong with you? But, yeah. Oh, God. I almost forgot. I'm with, like, a subscriber arms race with, like, Selector Wolf? Hold up. Discord. With this man. I'm gonna end up putting a link in the description. Or at least I'm gonna try. But anyway. Hey. What was I doing? Yeah. Izuku kind of gets on the bus. People are asking him, like, what he could do. And he's like, oh, I'm quirkless. And as soon as, like, people hear that, they thought that he was lying. But, like, over, like, the week that I had passed by prior to Izuku, who, like, getting to know people in the background kind of goes pretty decent. What happens is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. The USJ, he enters. He has all his gear on. He's, like, already ready to go because, of course he is. So, he, like, senses, like, a heartbeat, like, one extra one, which is confusing to him. And he, like, grabs Aizawa, and he says, how many people are in this building? And he's like, just us. Someone's here. Someone else is here. And, if they don't get out, they're getting shot with a Vesuvius round. And, as he says that, portal opens, the villains come flooding out. And, as soon as Izuku realizes, oh, this is a fight, he gives that fucking innocent smile on the bottom right portion of the screen. This'll be fun. I get to test my claws. Neat. And all 8 tentacles come out. And he immediately starts going down there along with Aizawa. Yeah, sure, like, there are some other students that tried, but 13 stopped them and they all got teleported except for Izuku. So, before Aizawa went in, he's like, Aizawa, stop. Aizawa, hold on. on a minute, and like he just like had two of his tentacles pierce into the ground to hold him in place. And the other four, or was it six? I'm tired. Yeah, it's six. Kind of just point at them all. And like, they almost expand as what is that? Are those fucking miniguns? And as soon as that is said, Aizawa realizes what he's doing. And Aizawa looks fucking horrified. And Izuku starts firing the Vesuvius rounds. In his suit, there are over 2,000 shots of Vesuvius rounds per tentacle. So I have a question. There was like, I'm gonna say, the center place where there were the most like congruent like congestion of villains. I'm gonna be nice. Shigaraki was able to get a lot more people. About 400 are in that congested area. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. The same thing happened with Ida, so he's going. But, Izuku starts firing the Vesuvius rounds into the crowd, which some people are getting hit like 4 or 5 times. Some people are like getting hit once. Like, people are trying to move out the way. Like, people are getting hit and injected, and they realize nothing's happening until they get a stomachache. Hey, like, Shigaraki's just watching at this point because, like, he's confused on what the fuck's happening. Like, you don't get me, like, sideways. He's uncovered. But, like, Shigaraki's like, what the fuck is he doing? Booing, they're not even passing out. And as soon as the first, like, 5 farts go off, everyone just kind of stops. And a cacophony of sounds of wet cheeks slapping. They all begin to shit themselves. And, Shigaraki's, like, he doesn't hear it at first. Because Izuku's, like, still hitting people. People with it. Like, there's a reason that he had, like, a gas mask in his kit. And specifically, you know how plague doctors used to put like stuff that smelled like citrus and random shit like in the bird mask nose so it like cleansed all the germs? But yeah, didn't do it. But in this one, Izuku has like very thick filters to filter out smell. And just to be honest, he kind of like, he's one of those types of people that enjoys the smell of perfume. Right? Not like Axe. Right? I'm talking about like rose perfume. You know, for women. Like, why? He likes how it smells, so he, like, kind of spritzes his filters with it. Because he knows what he's going to do to people. He just never thought he would do it on this scale. So, dear God, Aizawa almost vomits because of the smell. It smells like a fucking sewer. Like, Shigaraki just leaves. don't even call the fucking number. We're leaving. I don't want to stand here no more. But no, we're out. Like, out. And like, Kurogiri has zero hesitation. He just makes a portal under both of their feet. They're leaving. Like, nah, I ain't about that life. And I'm not gonna lie, like, they're not having, none of the villains are having a good time. Like, some of them straight up come out of the cover and they say, no, I surrender. Oh, and it's just like he gets hit, and it's like, no, why? 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 And then he just starts shitting. And they all realize something. He's emptying the clips. And from the way he looks, he clearly doesn't give a fuck about ammo. So he has other shit that he could use. But when he says that, how do I say this? A ka-chunk is heard. A thump, 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 like, just thumping noises. Now, for everyone that knows the standard sound of a noob tube going off, hello. Hope you like gas, Chief. Sadly, this is not a villain character, so I couldn't put Nova 6 in it. I'm sorry. I would want to so bad. But, nah, it's just sleeping gas. Mixed in with, like, liquid ass, the spray. So, yeah, it smells fucking terrible. And they pass out, so they're gonna smell like it. It smells worse. Somehow. Like, Izuku is making a cocktail of smells from Satan himself. For all the fucking Warhammer 40k people, this is Nurgle's favorite grandson. Holy shit. Literally. But, when it comes down to it, Izuku, like, just kind of like, tells Aizawa to go to different areas. 13 isn't hurt. She's just disgusted. And he gives Aizawa a gas mask. Because he was ready for, like, I have like 4 of these. I'm gonna go to the water and yeah, I'm gonna go to the water spot, and he just kind of starts using the maneuver gear just to get over there as fast as he can, because he doesn't know what's happening. So like, the villains in the water don't really think, hey, we're gonna get attacked from behind. No. Like, for the people that were climbing up, Tsuyu and Mineta are all kind of by themselves. They aren't dead, but, like, they're kind of getting their shit rocked. A little bit. But Mineta's balls are able to keep most of them at bay. Because that Mineta's quirk is meant to hold down an area. People, like, forget that. Mineta's quirk is kind of fucking scary when it comes down to, hey, he's a villain and he's defending a point. Like, no, just cover that bitch in balls. You're fine. People keep forgetting about that. That's why, if, like, I ever put Mineta on Izuku's team and they're the villains, they're just gonna win. Just because of fucking Mineta. Because people, like, consider Mineta useless. He's more useful than fucking Sakura. Fight me. Like, I don't know. Like, when it comes down to, like, everything, Sakura's trash. God damn it, I'm starting to talk about fucking Naruto. And My Hero Academia, whatever. God damn it. This is not okay. But, anyways. When it comes down to it, Izuku just kind of shoots them all in the back. With even more fucking Vesuvius rounds. So, there's shit in the water. And I'm not talking sharks, I'm talking fecal matter. But, oh, fuck. Vile. But, yeah. They're having a terrible time. Just like, Froppy looks terrified and mortified and kinda happy, but fuck, the smell is not worth, like, and she's not going in that water. Some of these people had a Chipotle for lunch. We ain't going in that water. Some people had corn, it was not okay. Oh, God. But, like, yeah. When it comes down to it, the Vesuvius rounds did their job. They made people have a terrible fucking time. Aizawa, like, is the mercy. Like, is mercy to these villains. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because when All Might kicks the door down along with some other people, they get a fucking wall of the smell of shit. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say Power Loader was there. And he said, and, like, same with, like, the chemistry teacher. And, like, as soon as they smelt it, they remember the testing trials. And, like, the interesting thing is, like, the people that he hit with multiple doses, that I don't consider them having stomachs anymore. Like, if they were to eat something, like, if they were to, like, take a sip of water, their stomach would not be in the equation. It would be going down and out. Like, it would be a waterfall, quite literally. But when it comes down to it, Izuku, like, gets the mainstay of the villains with the Vesuvius rounds. And it's basically wrapped up when everyone's there. So everybody smells shit and liquid ass just all over the place. The only one that didn't smell it before, like, Izuku got to him was fucking Todoroki. Because he was on the mountain. But, how do I say this? When it comes down to it, they don't scold Izuku. They kind of do. But he was fucking like, he's not allowed to make these anymore until he gets a license. Because holy fuck. And, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. The news catches wind of this shit and runs with it. Right? Because one of the villains that, like, were knocked out by Aizawa before he got hit with a Vesuvius round ended up giving a statement. Described Izuku to a fucking T with that very same smile, firing Vesuvius rounds, which made people shit themselves. Which, as soon as, like, public heard about this, and he was like, so, metaphorically, no, physically, like, shot X-Lax directly into your bloodstream. Like, nah, that's not okay, that's not kosher, man. And, like, no, he basically gave people liquid dysentery. That shit's not okay. No. So, all in all, Izuku just kind of walked in, did what he wanted to do, and walked out. He wanted to make sure people were safe. Well, as a hero, he wants to make sure that the people that are villains have a terrible time when they fight him. This was not a fight. This was a public West Womb. Because all of them went doo-doo in their pants. Like, all of them had a terrible fucking time. Like, it was bad. But, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, people tried to figure out who the fuck Izuku was, but, like, no one really could find out. Because Izuku, after that statement was made live on TV, he went underground so fast, like, he knew that eventually, like, oh, my reputation would uphold, but, like, his reputation for this. Making people viciously shit themselves. Yep. I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, he was not expecting this level of, oh, God. But, like, he ended up, like, having to go to a counselor because they thought that he was mentally fucking insane, right? For making the Vesuvius rounds, which are basically, like, they considered them they considered them chemical weapons after what they fucking seen. They ended up, like, giving him a lesson on what you should and should not do to people. And he said, oh, those weren't people. And they're like, what? Oh, no, those were monsters, ma'am. And he says this all with a smiling voice, and it's like, why do you think they were monsters? They were willing to kill children. They deserve to have themselves dragged out of a location in handcuffs with shit staining their ass cheeks. It's like everyone that was there that, like, seen the recording of this, like, awkwardly intelligent conversation. Because Izuku actually convinced the therapist that nothing he did was wrong. Izuku is a high-functioning fucking psychopath that does shit for his personal fucking amusement. Okay? That's what he does. That's his thing. He does things for his fucking amusement. That's why he made the Vesuvius rounds. Because he thought it would be funny. And no other reason. That's it. Because he wanted to embarrass them and take them to prison. So, we're gonna go to this perspective of All for One. Just listening to this story from Shigaraki. Like, and this is like 10 minutes after the fucking incident. And he's like, so what you are telling me is that a child made 400 people in unison drop unconscious after, like, emptying their bowels for like 2 minutes. And it's like, yes. And like, do you want to see a recording? And he's like, you have a recording? Yeah, no. Remember the dude that we had hack into the surveillance cameras? Yeah, fuck it. Let's see the recording. And the interesting thing, Izuku kind of placed himself on accident in a way to where the cameras could see fucking every inch of Izuku. And more importantly, that fucking innocent smile plastered on his face the entire time, which just like made All For One just say pause the video. Just kind of lean in, look at the fucking picture and says, what the fuck are you? And he's like talking to the screen because no one should fucking do this shit to people. He kills and steals people's quirks. He doesn't think this shit's kosher. Like, why? And he's doing it with that fucking smile. That shit's just creepy. I don't fucking know. No. And now All For One's kind of like impressed and also pissed because like he asked, did you get any of like what he was using? And he's like, no. I'm not about to get shot with that. I'm sorry. And it's like, no. You have full right to run, like, just leave from that. Because I'm pretty sure the Nomu would have just fucking, like, exploded. And it's like, what do you mean? The Nomu don't got no ass cheeks, son. And it still has a stomach. So, that fecal matter that makes has to go somewhere. And Shigaraki's eyes widen. And he's just like, yeah. That would have been a walking shit bomb. And I don't want to deal with that. No creature, alive or dead, deserves that kind of fucking treatment. And that's coming from me. Like, goddamn. Like, now, back to everyone else. Like, May heard what he did. People seen what he did. They're talking to him about it. And he's like, yeah, no, for some reason they don't want me to use those anymore. And he's like, uh-huh. Would you ever have used that on us? Oh, no. I would have hit you with the tranquilizers. And he's like, and this was like middle of class. Aizawa looks at him and he said, you had fucking tranquilizers? He's like, yes. Why didn't you use the tranquilizer? Because it wouldn't be funny. Aizawa just kind of fucking stops, and so does everyone else. Like, I'll take you seriously when I want to. But, when it comes down to, like, an entire, like, 400-man group of people that clearly did not know how to work together, kind of just, I could not do it. I'm sorry. I want to ask you something, Aizawa. If you had something that would cure your fucking dry eye, would you do it? And you would never have to blink again? Would you do it? And he was like, yes. And it was like, okay then. And I don't want you to fucking talk to me about the fucking incident. About the Mount fucking Vesuvius incident. And it's like, why the fuck do you keep calling it that? Because it was caused by Vesuvius rounds, damn it. Damn it. You don't understand how long it took to make those. Like, to make an injectable laxative is so fucking difficult. You have no idea. Like, the amount of shit that you have to go through hurts me, man. Like, fuck. Because you can't really fight when you're shitting yourself. Like, I want you to tell me with a straight face, I could very much fight you when you're shitting your pants. Prove it. Exactly. Oh yeah, Momo, I have a question. She just kind of looks out like, yeah. You can make anything with your quirk, right? Can you make liquids? As long as you know the structure? Yeah, cool. He gives her rips out a small thing of paper, gives it to her, and he's like, what is this? Oh, it's just in case you need them. The Vesuvius rounds. The exact makeup of the Vesuvius rounds. Atom by atom. That is the atomic structure. And she just looks at him like, why would I ever need these? Because... As well, let's be quite fucking honest with you. I mean, I thought it would fit well. I want you to read the other side of the page. She flips the page, looks at it for a solid minute, rolls it up and hits him in the back of the head with it. It's like, ow, what? It's fucking true! Yeah, it doesn't mean you need to be a dick about it. Now, what was on that page was pretty simple. She said she used, like, the fat nodes in her body to, like, create weaponry. And, like, random materials. So in all reality, she's kind of making stuff out of shit. Which I find fucking hilarious. But, thank you, Vibe, for pointing that out. Because I looked into it and I was like, oh. She is basically shitting out cannons out of her titties. That shit's funny. But, yeah. But, yeah, that shit's hilarious. But, I'm not gonna lie to you. Izuku goes to a different club because, like, he still gets the break. He's just not about this shit. Like, I don't know about this, Chief. I don't think I could go there. So, like, what he does, he goes to a different club. Guess who fucking works there? What doesn't work there? Who's there? Toshi. Nori. This man recognizes Izuku in the fucking crowd, and he's like, why the fuck is he here? And he's like Izuku asks for a scotch at the bar, takes the scotch, sits down. And this is a gentleman's club, so yeah. The ID looks legit, so it is. So Izuku's just happy. Izuku's having fun. He's enjoying himself. He knows for a fact, like, Toshinori knows for a fact that, like, I'm gonna need to bring him into, like, a different spot to talk to him about this when we go back to school. But other than that, I'm gonna basically chill with him. Because I need to see if he's, like, worth a damn for the quirk. And, All Might's basically talking to him. Well, Toshinori is his, Tiny Might. But, yeah. What happens pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Izuku, like, realizes that it's All Might. Like, he's talking to him. And he says, so it's a transformation quirk. He's like, your abilities, it's transformation. You go big to small might. And he's like, and as soon as he says that, he's like, how the fuck did you have the same voice, you have the same eyes, you have, like, a less groomed head of hair. Like, I want you to explain something to me. When you were when you, like, decide to, like, go as, like, a civvy, I want you to explain something to me. Yeah. How the fuck does no one recognize you? Except for, like, some people. Like, how? How? Explain that to me, Toshi. Explain it. Because that's stupid. So they're basically talking. Surprisingly enough, Izuku's good drinking company, which All Might did not expect. Like, it almost like Izuku was able to steer the conversation away from his actual age really quickly because he's a fucking manipulative psychopath. He's just like, he just like ended up talking about another club that he went to, and as soon as he says that other club's name, he says, I was able to get into the VIP section. And as soon as he says that, All Might almost fucking spits out his drink because he can't even get into the fucking VIP section. Because that is, like, 9 times out of 10 a privately, like, a really private thing. So, what happened, pretty straightforward, is like, oh, what's in it? I mean, you haven't been in there? And he's like, no. How the fuck did you get in? Oh, I snuck it. Dude, I'm small. I'm spindly. Are you fucking... That, like, I used my fucking... I cloaked. And he's like, you what? And he just turns invisible in front of him. And turns back visible. And he's like, I went invisible. I walked in, I sat down, I got a scotch. Like, and he realized from last time he went drinking with, like, his friends, right? That, yeah, no, he's the only one that has, like, a concept of how to drink a scotch properly. So, yeah. Like, just to be chill with it. But, yeah, when it comes down to it, Izuku is kinda just chilling with All Might for, like, most of the night, and, like, All Might's, like, kinda gotten a lot more drunk than Izuku. And, like, All Might forgot the entire reason why he was there talking to him. And he's like, hey, buddy, you need me to take you home? And he's like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? Like, and, like, puts him over his shoulder. Has All Might pay for the bill. Even for his drinks, because, why not? He's rich. He walks outside to see All Might fucking walked here. And he says, well, I'm happy I brought the truck. And he just kind of walks over to, like, a really nice truck. And he's like, oh, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's a truck that I own. And it's like, oh, that's cool, man. How'd you make it? And I was like, oh, you know I made it? And I was like, I could fucking assume. I was like, yeah. Yeah, and he basically drives All Might home. Now, the most important thing about this, that All Might is so pissed that he, like, I don't know, he, like, let slip about the quirk and, like, everything. So I'm not gonna lie, like, All Might, as soon as he got in his house, he got to his room and he passed out. So, I'm not gonna lie to you, Izuku kind of, like, not as fanboy as, original, but he's still like, oh, this is neat. And he, like, goes to see, like, what kind of shit does he eat? And he, like, just kind of, like, raids the kitchen. Why? Because he's still kind of tipsy. Well, not tipsy, he's buzzed. because this Izuku kind of realized that I can't drink as much as regular people. But yeah, he kind of just opened shit up, just looking around. Realizes that, this man has no alcohol in this house. Smart man, especially how drunk he be getting. But he just has like a fuck ton of bread, which indicates something to Izuku that he gets drunk often. Now, why do I know that? Well, simple. When you like have when you're drunk, it's easier to eat stuff like bread. Right? It helps you like nullify the hangover better because the bread absorbs the liquor. But anyway, when it comes down to it, Izuku, his people, Izuku like took his spare key and just walked out. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Izuku kind of like found his like little secret hidey hole for all of his suits and like gear and stuff, and he's like, and he like realizes that like he's friends with the shield dude, and he's like low-key kind of collecting blackmail, but yeah. After he gets home, it's about 2 in the morning because he went out and around like 12. He partied for an hour. Oh my god, drunk in that hour. Because he was kind of already drinking like at 10. Because it was like a day off and he knew he's not going to have to like make a statement or anything because he already did. But yeah, Izuku just kind of came back at like 2 a.m. Like, granted, his mother thinks he's asleep. So, yeah. Izuku just comes in with like groceries and just restocks everything because he did. Well, he didn't like steal money. Well, he did. That is the exact thing he did. He kind of like stole like 20, like about $45, $50. Just kind of got groceries from like a supermarket and like came back, put some stuff away, restocked the kitchen for ma'am, and went to bed. And yeah, that's how we're gonna end it. Hope you all have a nice day. It's still pretty fucking cold. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was fucking snowing again today. In fucking February, I think it was, yeah? Yeah, it's fucking February still. Be on that dumb shit, but yeah. Not if you would excuse moi. I'm gonna go get covered up, because it's fucking cold in the basement.